Hi guys, it's Lana here, and today I want to give you guys my recovery routine because I think a lot of you guys came from my ONISION's hair care routine video. I'll link it right up here or something. I'm super grateful that you guys watched that video because I definitely put my hair to the test. I got a message today from Alexis Parker. Hey girl. She said, thank you for making the video. I had people send me his videos and they were like, you should wash your hair every day. She said, I seriously started laughing and sent them your video. Thank you for posting it. That is exactly my motivations for making that video, is to just put right all of the damage and to not make people feel bad. Like, I don't want people to feel bad for having a hair routine that works for them. I had people in my comments on the last video saying that they had a hair type similar to me and they needed help with it. So I just want to show you guys my recovery from that damage, and I want to show you guys the products that I use on a regular basis when I am usually washing my hair and the things I do with it, okay? So that's what we're gonna do today. And I just want to be really honest with you guys from the start. I don't remember the last time I washed my hair. I was thinking about it and honestly I don't know. I was obviously sick to death of washing my hair after doing the ONISION challenge. I just didn't want to do it again. I just wanted to take a break. The second reason is actually a really sad reason, because shortly after I filmed the end of that video and I started editing it, I actually lost my dog. She died. Sky was my best friend. Honestly, for the first 2 days after she passed, I didn't really do anything except cry in my bed. So yeah, that's the second reason why I have not washed my hair in so long. It's been somewhere between about 10 days and 2 weeks. I know Onision is gonna think I'm so stinky, but guess what, Onision? I mean, you guys can all say it for me. So I am doing a full hair recovery on my hair. I need to add some moisture because my hair is feeling so dry. It needs cleaning as well. So we need to use some shampoo, not a co-wash today. I also just want to remind you guys, this is perfectly fine to do weekly or fortnightly or as much as you want. But what I will say is that I am doing this with these Shea Moisture products. These are the Shea Moisture Manuka Honey and Mafura Oil Intense Hydration line. And I have a conditioner, a shampoo and a hair mask. So I'm using 3 products today from Shea Moisture. You know that's not gonna be cheap. I think that these are gonna be on Boots for like $10.99 and then this one for like $13.99. So if you remember back in my ONISION video and I said I was gonna need some damage recovery, well, these are for dry, damaged hair. Shea Moisture is free from so many things. The conditioner has no sulfates, no parabens, no phthalates, no paraffin, no mineral oil, no synthetic color and no petrolatum. So this routine is about recovering from damage, but it's also about being a healthy routine that is realistic, that you actually have time to do, that's not too demanding and that's gonna work. And just as a little tip, I will usually wash my hair around about every 7 days. So probably weekly is how much I'm going to wash my hair. So let's just imagine that it's only been 7 days. Let's try to forget the fact that it's been a lot longer. Let's have a look at this hair situation. My hair is going to stay in the same place, just so you know. The tangles are so real. I know I'm about to spend an hour detangling my hair. I still don't think my hair smells though. Touch it, bring it, fade, watch it, turn it, leave it, stop for a moment. Run away from me because I probably stink. My hair does not feel nice to touch. You definitely can't run your fingers through it, boys, so just run in the opposite direction to me, please. Hey, so we're in my shower now. So I personally don't usually do a pre-poo, just so you know. Some people find pre-poos really beneficial because they do often add like another layer of protection to your hair to protect against like harsh shampooing and that kind of thing. There are more benefits to pre-pooing, but I haven't really looked into it all that much because it's just not something that I do or feel like I need to do in my routine, so I don't really do that. So I'm gonna go straight into the shampoo. Another thing that you will see me using is this. And this is like a vibrating head massager. I use this most of the time when I wash my hair, which is usually like once a week. I use this just for one, to help lift off the dirt from my scalp, the oil, the buildup from products, and also the vibrating action on your scalp actually helps to invigorate your scalp and stimulate it to produce hair quicker. So it helps your hair to grow if you use one of these. And also, because this helps to remove the product buildup, that also helps your hair to grow because your hair can't grow so well if it's stifled by products. So you want to get rid of all that. That's why I use one of these. Don't tell lies. Johnny, 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 yes. Calm down like the calm down why did you attack me? Ah! What are you doing? I broke my shower, so we can never wash our hair again because the shower is broken. I mean, you all saw that, didn't you? I didn't do anything. I mean, you saw me press a couple buttons. I don't know what I did. I don't know what I did. A lot of you guys asked me questions about the water, like the kind of water that I use. Basically, is it hot or is it cold? Our shower is kind of simple, like this is cold, this is hot. I don't know why anybody would have this, right? Why would you ever have this, ever? Unless you're like born in the pits of hell. Why would you ever want to be that hot? And same, like, why would you ever want to, I mean, no, I guess, yeah, I do a cold rinse on this sometimes, but for the most part I usually have my showers about here. In the winter when it's colder I might come up to here, but this is like my range. And for when I'm washing my hair I try to keep it lower because I don't want to damage my hair with hot water. So like lukewarm water, slightly warm water is fine for washing your hair with, so I keep it like halfway. Okay, so right now I need to use the shampoo because I'm starting to smell a bit like a wet dog because my hair's wet and I don't have any shampoo on it. Ooh. Oh, that lathered up so quickly. Really just trying to get rid of product buildup, of grease, because you know it has been 10-14 days, I don't know how long, but my hair does kind of get greasy after that amount of time, so we can shift some of that. I have been wearing a lot of buns, so for me mainly it's about getting rid of that gel. I don't want that gel to be blocking up my scalp, especially like my edges. Like I don't want my edges to kind of get a bit weak because they have not had a chance to breathe. Another tip is when you are shampooing, generally you do not need to apply shampoo to the lengths of your hair because the lengths of your hair don't need it. Like, I mean, really, like, do you have grease on the lengths of your hair? Do you have like massive product buildup on the lengths of your hair? Probably not. I mean, like, if you for some reason do have really dirty ends of your hair, then go ahead and wash them, but for the most part simply just doing it here and then rinsing it through and squeezing it through your hair as you rinse, that will usually be enough to make sure that all of your hair is clean. And if you do start applying shampoo to the ends, then you might end up drying them out. So just really focus shampoo on your scalp. Another tip, I'm so full of tips today, is when you are scratching this into your scalp, use your fingertips, the soft part. Don't use your nails for that because you can really weaken your hair follicles if you're scratching your head like that. So just make sure you're using the soft fingertips and sort of going like this in small circles like this. And then if you have one of these, go ahead and use that. See, it vibrates. And this goes in small circles as well, like this. This feels really good and it's really peaceful, so watch out. Make sure you don't spend half an hour just... Okay, so now let's rinse this out. You need to rinse out the shampoo, always. I got things in my hair. Okay, so the next thing you're going to want to do is either conditioner, like a regular conditioner, or a deep conditioner. So I'm going to use a hair mask. It's a hydration mask, an intensive hydration mask, and it's from Shampooing. So then you want to take some of this, and this is really thick. It has like a kind of butter consistency, and you will find that with like the more intensive hydrators, like the deep conditioners and those kind of things, they're usually thicker. Go ahead and take some of that. You want to separate your hair usually when you do this. Did anybody ever ask you where you got your muscles from? Did anybody ask you, do you work out? And you're just like, no, I just have curly hair. Take a wide tooth comb like this one. See your wide teeth? If you try to use like a really thin comb, you're just gonna rip your hair out because there's no way that a thin little comb like that is gonna get through some big old tangles. You need big teeth for big tangles. Remember it, big tangles, big teeth. Any good conditioner is going to give your hair a lot of slip and it's going to make it easier to detangle. So if you ever need to detangle your hair, make sure it's wet and make sure it's got conditioner on it. Don't try and detangle hair that's wet with no conditioner because that's when your hair is the weakest and probably the hardest to detangle. And you just have to take your time and be gentle with it. So you have to start from the bottom, get the tangles out at the bottom first, and then you can start working your way up. Because if I go like this, That's what's gonna happen if you try to detangle your hair from the top. If you try and just rip this out, you're gonna end up bald by the end of the week. Hello, sir. Just keep coming, just keep coming. I feel like it helps if you try to separate your hair. Like, try and make sure there aren't chunks that don't want to be there. Like, try and separate your hair evenly so that you don't make it harder for yourself. And this is probably the part that's gonna take the longest. The next thing is this Tangle Teaser brush. I like to use this as part of my detangling because I think it really just helps to get the final few tangles out, really just like smooths my hair out. So finally, my hair is completely detangled. So now I'm going to wrap my hair up. And if you cover your hair in a plastic cap, then it helps to seal in all of the goodness and it kind of like boosts the effect of the hair treatment. So I'm gonna cover my hair with this little plastic cap and I'm gonna leave my hair for half an hour. Half an hour, that's the golden time for hair treatments. By the way, don't freak out if you pull out a load of hair from your hairbrush after doing something like this. Like, remember, you lose about 100 hairs a day because your hair is so tightly packed and curly and everything. It doesn't actually fall out of your hair. It doesn't fall out of your bundle of hair. It just falls out of your scalp, but it kind of stays in there. So this is probably all of those hundreds of hairs plus a little bit of breakage because, you know, breakage is inevitable. Don't freak out if it looks like this. Just chuck it in the bin and live your life. So when you're done, half hour's up, take this off. Ooh, hair feels so moisturized. Go ahead and rinse it out. You don't want to leave this in. It's gotta go. The shower's cold. Cool, cool. I'm just gonna wring out the excess water in my hair because I don't need it to be like dripping wet like this. So then I'm going to use the Shea Moisture Manuka Honey and Mafura Oil Intensive Hydration Conditioner as a leave-in conditioner. I don't follow the rules like that. I'm a rebel and I don't follow the rules. I just mean, like, if it's a conditioner, if it's a leave-in conditioner, I don't mind too much because most of the time you'll find that brands say that you can use it whichever way you want. At the end of the day, it's a conditioner and it will condition your hair like in some kind of way. So I'm going to use this as my leave-in conditioner. I'm going to focus that a lot on the ends because the ends are going to be the part of my hair that gets driest. And you just want to brush that through. Make sure it's evenly distributed through your hair. Which basically just means that every single strand is coated instead of just a few bits here and a few bits there. You want to get smooth coverage, you know? Now let's go and do some styling products. Can you guys tell how cold I am right now? The temperature definitely dropped. Okay, so we're back and I'm going to style my hair. I'm going to take some curling cream. This one is from Cantu. It's the coconut curling cream. It smells nice and coconutty. It smells very, very coconutty, very, very tropical smell. And I'm just going to go ahead and apply this through my hair. I use quite a lot usually. So we put that on. Oh, that is a lot. Okay, I don't think I usually use that much. I'm not sure why I just snapped and did that. I'm just gonna brush that through. And that doesn't feel like a lot though. I guess it was. We squeeze it out and we put it on the other side, it's fine. Again, you just want to like brush this through or comb it through and just make sure that it is evenly dispersed, evenly distributed. Make sure you don't have like patches that are more defined than other patches and stuff. Also, when I use my Tangle Teaser, because it really just smooths out the curl, it really helps to like make curls like this. Just one more thing I like to do, and because I do have time, let's get that off my face before it gives me acne. Take a look at curls like this. I think about which they're curling naturally. Like this one is going anti-clockwise. So then I just take some curls and I give them some extra added definition by curling them with my comb in the direction they naturally go in. And it just like really, really helps them to go mega defined. So it should dry like this. I mean, it's better if you start at the top. I mean, my hair is kind of doing it by itself naturally. I think it must be the products I'm using. You guys can see I have basically combed a lot of my hair into ringlets, into coils. Basically, my hair would never have been able to find its natural shape by itself because, I don't know, it's just hard. It doesn't know how to do it. So I just comb it into its natural shape and hopefully it will dry like that. So the last thing that I'm going to do is just scrunch out some of this excess moisture, and I'm just scrunching. So I literally like scoop it up and I scrunch it. That's all I'm doing. I'm not rubbing it or anything like that. I am so happy to be finally done. Ay caramba. See these coils? I'm quite worried about this piece of hair because it does not want to go curly, and you know what that means. Miss Keisha, Miss Keisha. Gotta hold it like this. Oh my gosh, she did. We're done! Now we just gotta wait for it to dry, and I like to air dry, so that's what I'm gonna do. Hey, so I'm back, and it's now 2 days since I washed my hair, because I washed my hair kind of like really late actually. I think I washed my hair at like 8 in the evening, which I never usually do, and it takes usually like a good 24 hours for me to start liking my hair, like once it's got enough volume back, once it's completely dry. But it's not ready yet because I want to fluff it out, I want to give it more volume, I want to separate some of the curls and stuff. Like you see these curls, these are kind of what we did with the comb. Like this is my natural curl pattern, so like rainwater, like a little spritz of water or anything is not going to make this frizz up or try to go back to its normal shape, because this is its normal shape. It's just that like we really enhanced it and defined it with the comb. So you can go ahead and separate these and give yourself even more little cute curls. Like if you're really all about volume, then you really just want to like start separating your curls and fluffing your hair up from the root and stuff like that. I don't even mind if I create a little bit of frizz. Like I know some people hate frizz, but me personally, I don't mind it. I think it gives me a bit of volume, it gives me like a little bit of added texture, helps me not look like a little doll with like perfect ringlets. Like I don't mind having a little bit of realism thrown into my hair, you know? And then one of the last things that I want to do is like literally flip my head up. Like get in there, separate the curls at the back. And the very last thing is I've got to lay my edges down. You don't have to, it's just I like doing it. So there you go, that is my healthy, realistic curly hair routine, and I usually do this about once a week, so don't feel the pressure to do this daily, even 2 days. Do this as much as it works for you, and just remember like these products, they're around about 10 to 15 pounds each, so if you're doing this daily, then just imagine like the price is going to rack up a lot, and you guys know me, like price is a big issue for me. Just remember as well that everybody's hair type is different, and it's not even about like the shape of your curls and stuff like that. There's so much more to it, like the density of your hair, like the texture, like the fineness versus like the thickness of your hair. Like so many things come into it, so you can't just like look at my routine and think it's going to work for you, or like really no one can tell you what your hair routine should be. It takes a lot of trial and error to find the perfect hair routine for you, but I'm just here to show you what works for me and hopefully give you some sort of guidance and hopefully put you in the right direction. So if this video was helpful to you, please remember to thumbs it up because that really helps me out. Leave me a comment as well, tell me how often you wash your hair and what your hair routine is like, because that can definitely help other people in the comments. On my previous video we had so many people like talking to each other, really helping each other out with hair care routines, so I love seeing that. So make sure you kind of start that discussion in the comment section down below, and I will see you guys in my next video. Thanks again so much for watching. Bye.